Well, good morning, my friends. What is up? It's your friend and pal Seth. My pronouns are he and they. Welcome to your daily morning inspiration video. It is day number 11. Wow, cannot believe it. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you are making it a fantastic day so far. And if you find that you're needing a little bit of a boost, if you find you're needing just a little bit of motivation today, maybe this morning, I don't know what time you're actually watching this video. Um, I hope that this kind of, brings you some inspiration for today. Okay. Or in or in these next few minutes. All right. So, without further ado, let us get into this. If you've never seen any of these videos before, these videos include four things, okay? They include a morning quote and or lesson for the day. They include a song for the day, some affirmations, as well as a journal prompt, okay? And feel free to take what you need from this video in order to kind of help you along inside of your wellness and inside of your recovery and healing, okay? So, without further ado, let us get into our morning quote and our lesson for the day. And today we're actually going to have a morning quote and a lesson for the day. Hey, it's day number 11. 11 is a sacred and special number for me. So let's jump right into it. So what we're going to do is we're first going to go to the morning quote, which is then going to kind of take us into the lesson. So the morning quote from today comes from Carl Jung. Okay. And it says, "The ability to ask questions is the greatest resource in learning the truth." I'll read it again. "The ability to ask questions is the greatest resource in learning the truth." Again, by Carl Jung. So, what we have been talking the last 10 days, about a number of topics. We've been talking about cultivating happiness and joy. We've been talking about cultivating the attitude of gratitude, which I love to say. We touched a little bit on acceptance and radical acceptance, or I like to call it that RA thing. We're going to be kind of exploring more of that. We're going to kind of be exploring more of the growth mindset as well. But inside of the community of practice that I am in, one of the things that we really we really talk about a lot is the importance of language and the importance of meaning, and how the things that we talk about, the things that we speak, the words that we use can have a different meaning to everybody. Okay. So what I wanted to do today was kind of talk about the power of two specific words that are really powerful inside of in our recovery, inside of our wellness, inside of our lives. And those two words are how and yet. Okay. So if you think about it, if you say something like, "Oh, I don't know how to do this," or it's like, "I don't know how to do this, I don't know how to do that," whatever. But what happens to your brain is it pretty much closes down. It pretty much shuts down. It pretty much says, "Oh, I don't know how to do this, so whatever. I can't do it. I will never be able to do it because I don't know how to do it." That's actually also an example of a fixed or a closed mindset as well. But what if you add the word "yet" to the end of that? I don't know how to do this thing yet. What does the word "yet" do? Yet actually gets our minds moving, and it kind of also gets us to our minds remaining open to learning. In essence, kind of anything is possible. Okay, so again, what we're doing is kind of expanding our mindset with the word "yet." If we add "yet" to something, right, it's almost the same power with using the word "how." Okay, if we're talking about, it's like, "Oh, I don't know how to do this thing yet," right? How can I begin to learn it? It opens our mind and it expands our mindset. In other words, we're thinking of ways that we can do what we want to do. If we have these big, huge, I talk about, having big, amazing, huge dreams and goals, that we can set for ourselves that may sometimes even scare us, right? And so you may think of like, "Oh, okay, I have this huge, amazing goal." But then I'm like, "But how am I going to achieve it?" The word "how" gets your mind going. It gets you kind of thinking of possible resolutions and how to actually accomplish what you want to do. So again, the power of how and yet. We're thinking of ways to do things. It gets our minds moving and remaining open to learning. And then we go into that thing of anything is possible. Because we're not stuck. We're not just saying, "Oh, I can't do this," or "I don't have that." Well, you don't have it yet. And how can you do it? You know? So let me know if you kind of have any thoughts on that. I wanted to, and Carl Jung's quote here: "The ability to ask questions is the greatest resource in learning the truth." If we start asking ourselves the question, "How can we do this?" How do I do this? How do I do that? It again kind of gets our minds moving. You know. So that then brings me to the song for the day. Okay. And with this, I actually had two song recommendations because the first one, there may be some people that kind of look at me quizzically going, hmm? And so, yeah, don't judge here. Um, it's The Power of Yet. Okay. It's a song called The Power of Yet. And it was popularized by Janelle Monáe on Sesame Street. Okay. If you have not seen it, I personally, yes, I'm gonna say this. Full disclosure and honesty, I'm gonna personally recommend it. It is a great song, okay, and again, is really talking about the power of yet. Okay, yes, it's on Sesame Street, but I tell you one thing. Okay, a lot of those songs on Sesame Street, especially since they started adding different artists like of today, inside of some of the their episodes. I mean, they pretty much have been working with other actors and actresses and everything over the years, to come in and kind of give children, a huge learning curve, right? Giving them incredible lessons. We can take lessons from that too. It's amazing. As adults, we can take lessons from that too. So that's the first song, "The Power of Yet" by Janelle Monáe on Sesame Street. Mhm. However, you have another option. Okay, here's another option. There's another song actually called "The Power of Yet" by C.J. Lucky, an incredible urban Christian contemporary artist. Yes, I said Christian. Yeah, this song actually doesn't it is again these songs are just really amazing. And again, it's called "The Power of Yet" by C.J. Lucky. Now, both of these songs, "The Power of Yet" on Sesame Street by Janelle, "Power of Yet" by CJ Lucky. These are songs that emphasize the concept of a growth mindset and the importance of perseverance. Okay, so in other words, learning from our mistakes, keeping on trying, and believing in the ability to improve and achieve our goals over time. So if you decide to listen to one of those, if you decide to listen to both of those, let me know. Okay, and if you have actually heard them already before, let me know how they've impacted you, if they have. All right. So those are our songs for the day. Let's move into our affirmations. Okay, as per usual on these, I give a couple of my own affirmations and everything, and then I kind of give you the prompt of what are some affirmations that you can use. All right. So here are three that you can use for today. So I am capable of achieving great things through my dedication and perseverance. I breathe in confidence and I breathe out doubt and fear. I can find a solution to any problem. Let's go through those again. I am capable of achieving great things through my dedication and perseverance. I breathe in confidence and I breathe out doubt and fear. And I can find a solution to any problem. So see how those affirmations sit with you. And in that same light, what are some other affirmations that you can use today to enable you to help you to keep moving forward? If you're struggling with how to do something or wanting to do something and you're not able to, think about the power of yet. Think about the power of how, asking ourselves, how can we do something? So what are some other affirmations that you can use today to help you to keep moving forward? So our journal prompt for the day. So with this, we're going to keep working with the power of yet, the power of how. But what is one or maybe numerous thoughts that you can put yet to at the end of today? And at the same time, what are some things that you can figure out how to do or accomplish today? You may not, again, figure it all out in one day, but you can start taking those steps to figure out how to do something that you may want to do. Now, if this is something that you find that it is kind of difficult for you to do, or it's just kind of mind-boggling, I want to kind of give you some other quotes that some other prompts that kind of may help you out a little bit to kind of get your mind to kind of get your wheels turning. Okay, and that's what motivates me every single day. And are there things I still want to accomplish in my life? So thinking about things that kind of motivate you every single day, and also thinking about things that you still may want to accomplish or any goals that you still have for yourself, whether that's a daily goal, a weekly goal, a monthly goal, a yearly goal, 5-year goal, 10-year goal. What are the things that you still want to accomplish? Okay, and start thinking about how you can start doing them. So again, these are just a few questions to kind of get your mind turning a little bit. If you're not able to kind of think about, what can I add yet to at the end of today? How can I do something? Start thinking about the things that you still may want to accomplish, and think about your daily motivations as well. Okay, so that's just a little tip for you. All right, so that's your morning video for today. Okay, we had a great important quote by Carl Jung, about the ability to ask questions being one of our greatest resources. I kind of talked about the power of using how and the power of using yet as well. Gave two songs for inspiration. One, yes, from Sesame Street. Still a great song, y'all. Okay, and then the one also, the power of yet by CJ Lucky, also an incredible, incredible song. I'll add the quotes. I'll add the links for both of the songs in the description. And we went through some affirmations as well, and I kind of encourage you to think of some affirmations that you can also use. All right, and then we got our journal prompts as well. Okay, what can you add yet to at the end of, right? How can you start thinking about how you can do something? How, right there. If you're finding that that's a little bit more difficult for you, what motivates you every single day? What are there things that you still want to accomplish in your life? So that's basically it. Okay. Using the power of how and the power of yet, they can really make a huge difference for all of us. And cultivating a more open mindset is really, really powerful and really, really important for all of us as we keep moving forward in our lives. So before I sign off here, just want to draw your attention to a little ticker down on the bottom. Don't quit before that miracle happens. Keep moving forward. And one of the ways we can keep moving forward is kind of by cultivating this open and growth mindset. So remember that you are worth it, and you are worthy, and you have worth. You have importance. There's a reason that you woke up today. Never lose that urge to keep moving forward. All right. So that'll about do it for this morning video for today. Okay. I hope you make it a fantastic, fantastic rest of your day. All right. As I always say, stay positive, stay motivated, and stay focused on your big, amazing dreams and goals. Hope you have an absolutely amazing, fantastic day today. And I will talk to you in the next video.